All right, so guys, we had some great call-outs yesterday. I hope everybody was stalking that FEYE because I think that was the one we really mentioned to stalk yesterday.
Yep, yep.
And that still has room to run.
I mean, that was clean. That was clean as you can
really
get.
Was.
Now we're actually at that level. This is the level we were talking about.
Morning, Paula. So we still have room. Let's see how the market and FEYE behaves today.
Yeah, out of all the stocks, you know, we're constantly talking about that's one to print out. This chart, as far as basing, good momentum, basing again, and all of this room to go, and this ignition bar here with 13 million shares, that is absolutely one I'd be printing out because you want to start to build a chart book for yourself of the best opportunities that have the most room, and this is just really setting up cleanly. I mean, even from this breakout over here, I mean, breaking out and then holding the breakout level, you know, wherever you draw the exact level, let's say it's at 40, that's about as clean as it gets. I mean, pushes through a good holds, and now we're taking off again.
Yep, and GPRO yesterday was another great one. We had 6 that I had yesterday that were good, so that we had called out here. GPRO opened right there and never came back down there.
So we're setting up, even though it's very stock specific, we're setting up with some stocks that have really good room to go that you can maybe get like 5 to 7 days out of it in that same direction. And you know, look, we talked about it. They don't wear out. If they're trading well and they're in place, stick with them. Don't go crazy looking for new stuff.
Right. You might get a little whippiness today because we got the GDP revision number coming out at 8:30, and you're going to get cautious traders. It's Friday also, so it adds a little more caution to the market. So be a little more aware of that.
What's your take on the market? Indecision, inside day, but closing above the 212 level. I'm not giving it too much credence.
Right, exactly, especially since we've got a real cautious market this morning, knowing that GDP is out there. And also, you know what's interesting? The Shanghai market had increased volatility. Now, I would love to see our market get a lot of that increased volatility. And we've kind of they've been mirroring us, but now their volatility has increased. I would love to see the volatility increase, and we could really get a movement one way or the other.
Yep, I think I had mentioned about a week or two ago where I run that scan that has average true range of $1.50, 2 million shares per day, and I think over $20. And that scan, for the most part, was giving me like 100 to 115 stocks on average per day. And now it's actually down to 70.
Wow.
So that I mean, losing 30 to 35% of the stocks that were in that list just based on that global scan, it absolutely mirrors what you're saying there. It's just we've dried up as far as like getting follow through. But I mean, there are opportunities. We're obviously really doing a great job of game planning as a team. But the overall volatility, and I guess to translate that, Marion, that should be translated into your thought process for trade expectation. Because if, as a whole, the market is diminishing in follow-through, you shouldn't really be that aggressive with share. And I hate to actually, I'm going to say, I'm not going to say I hate to say it. If the overall market is contracting in volatility, you shouldn't be adding aggressively to positions because you don't realistically have an expectation to expect that follow-through. Now, if you get a stock that is doing more volume than it normally does, that's a stock-specific call. And you can absolutely do that. But at some point, you need to come into the day saying, volatility is contracting. I shouldn't be that aggressive. If I get a nice momentum move in my favor and that kind of thing, I'll hold it, but not necessarily be looking to add to it aggressively because of the overall bigger picture. And I think that's important to learn because you don't want to just be saying I'm adding to every single position because it's trending, because that's a bad habit to get into. Every condition is not the same. You're not driving 75 every day just because yesterday the market, the road was clear.
Right, exactly.